Cheaters, the plague of gaming. No matter what online games you enjoy playing, we are all united under the ideal that cheaters are hands down the worst type of person you can encounter on a video game. But that's not the focus of today's video. Today, we will be focusing on what brings people to cheat in the first place. Firstly, we must define what we are referring to as cheating in this video. The Oxford definition of cheating is to act dishonestly or unfairly in order to gain an advantage, especially in a game or examination. This could include many things, such as smurfing. However, today we will be looking at it exclusively from this definition. The use of third-party software not allowed by the game developers in order to gain an unfair advantage over other players. This means things such as aimbot, wall hacks, and mob menus will be included under this definition, as opposed to more nuanced forms of cheating. Now, it's time to look at the broader side of things. People typically cheat for one of three reasons: ego, anger, or profit. Most of the reasons people cheat for, such as fame, fall under one or more of these categories. Today, we will be looking at these reasons, in order of most to least commonly occurring. While you may have thought that anger would be the most common reason for people cheating, it is actually ego. The most common reason overall for people cheating is because they want to get a higher rank. This is egotistical in nature, because they believe that they deserve a higher rank than they actually have, and shouldn't have to put in the work to achieve it. The second type of ego cheater is one who drops ranks on purpose in order to bully lower level players to make themselves feel better about themselves, because they're so horrible at the game they need to use cheats to win. These types of cheaters are commonly insufferable in-game and in real life, leading them to try and find gratification inside the realm of video games. While this type of cheater commonly also falls into the anger category, there are also plenty of cases of people who just think it's completely okay to cheat because they are so delusional that they believe they actually deserve the ranks they are achieving. The least common form of ego cheater is the type that is already very good at a game, but believes they never deserve to lose, and goes so far as cheating to maintain their fragile ego. The second most common type is actually profit. This range extends very far, including practices such as RMTing and selling accounts. This type of cheating is the second most common due to its popularity in third world countries as an actual job. Taking a look at the highest rank in Rainbow Six Siege, Champion, we see that the cheapest account listed on the top listed site is 69.15 USD. This is equal to 1.7 million Vietnamese dong. Using Vietnam as an example of a country in a major economic recession, we can see how it would be profitable for them to cheat and still counts as a job, as the average salary of someone living in Vietnam is 3.45 million dong, or 150 USD, meaning that they would need to sell an average of 3 accounts per month to reach that mark. And if they sell an account every 3 days or so, not accounting for accounts that may be banned, they'll make upwards of $600 USD, putting them in the higher percentiles of salary. RMT is also a very common form of profitable cheating, where players sell in-game items for profit on third-party websites. This type of cheating often occurs in games where players can die and lose items, such as Escape from Tarkov, a game renowned for its cheating community. You can't even really blame these people for what they're doing. They're just trying to make a living. However, this isn't to stop reporting people you encounter who are cheating, because you may be cutting them off from their livelihood. They're still ruining the fun for you and for the gaming community for their own self-interests. The least common form of profitable cheating is cheating for fame. This type of person is typically already very good at the game they play, and is cheating to become famous as either an esports player or streamer, or is already famous and can feel themselves becoming worse at a game, and is cheating in order to stabilize their career. The least common form of cheater is someone who cheats out of anger. And while you may be thinking, this is the type of cheater I encounter the most, this is only because they are the most obvious. The other two types of cheaters have something to gain out of not being banned, and make their best effort to hide this fact. However, these types of cheaters are so blinded by rage that they have accepted the risk of being banned and go on an all-out rampage, destroying everything in their path for their own pleasure. These types of cheaters are typically swiftly dealt with and cause minimal impact on the game. However, they do cause a large impact on people's psyche when they are observed blatantly hacking in front of everyone. There's another form of anger cheater that stems from this, called an anti-cheater. These are people that, upon suspecting someone is cheating, will toggle their own hacks in order to counter the enemies. And while you may think, well, that's pretty cool, these people's judgment tends to be mixed with anger, and is limited to their own scope, meaning they could inadvertently toggle against a completely normal player who is just having an above average day. ruining their fun. That being said, don't anti-cheat. Your judgment will not always be correct, and it simply makes you a worse player, and is just as toxic for the community around you, even if you believe you are doing a service. Plus, if you already have the cheats, what's stopping you from using them to your advantage? Now, what can we do about it? The simple answer is nothing. We are unable to do anything about the people who cheat in these video games, as it is out of our control. Looking at the stats, we see that in January of 2024, Ubisoft issued 9,500 bans on Rainbow Six Siege, while having a monthly active player count of around 12 million. So the chances of you encountering a cheater based on the amount of people that get banned are low. Of course, this isn't to say that you can't or that this statistic is perfectly accurate. It's simply to say that it is very unlikely. So when we do happen to encounter one, the best we can do is report them and move on with our lives, as the fact that they are cheating is something we can't control. And like many other things in life, there is no point in getting angry over it. Just simply move on to the next game. Hopefully this provided some insight into why people cheat. If you struggle with video games and anger, I recommend you check out my most recent video. And if you enjoyed this one, please leave a like or comment, and please feel free to subscribe. I'm small, and I appreciate all of it, and I promise to respond to every comment. Peace out.